Okay, I wanted to talk to you, do a little book review on one of the most impactful books I've had in the thousands of books that I've read in business, and that is The Dip by Seth Godin. And this came to me at a time where I was in a panic, where a competitor of mine had opened a fitness club down the street. It was a big box facility. They had more than me, they had everything more than me. And I was in a panic. I had been open for over a year, and a business client of mine recommended this book. That really pivoted my whole business. And there's a book that came out at the same time that has the same idea called The Blue Ocean Strategy, but I find it much better written in The Dip, as Seth Godin is such a master with words at simplifying an idea. But I love this book because it showed me that you should be exceptional at doing something, or you should quit. You should quit doing it. Now the book is titled, the subheadline is A Little Book That Teaches You When to Quit. Right? So the premise of the book is be exceptional or give it up. And there's a quote in the book that says you can a woodpecker can tap 20 times on 1,000 trees and get nowhere and look really busy, or he can tap 20,000 times on a tree and get dinner. Thought that was a good analogy of the book, really focusing on what's going to get me something long term, and then just sticking to it, sticking through the hard times of it, because we know that that's going to happen. So instead of, in my case, fighting this big fitness club that had come on my street to compete with me, to try to crush me, I wasn't going to fight Goliath by trying to be bigger than Goliath. I wasn't going to fight him with his own weapons. I was going to be David. And to be David, I had to find out what is that thing that I can commit to, that I do an exceptional job with. And to me, that turned out to be personal training. And when looking at Goliath, I could say, okay, because they're big, their advantage is they're big, and they have more classes, and they have more fitness equipment, and they have more space, and they have more of everything. Their advantage is that they had more and they were bigger. My advantage was that I was smaller, and in being small I could be more personal, and that Goliath could not compete with David on being more personal. That the bigger they are, the harder that is for them. But for me, I could remain small in my actions with my customers, with my clients, and put a lot of heart into each individual client. And that's what I did. And that this book really helped me commit to that dip. And it's called The Dip because I gave up gym memberships. And of course, that's a scary thing to do when you have all this money coming in, and all of a sudden you're saying, I'm gonna say no to this now because I'm taking a different path. So there's a dip that occurs. There's a dip that goes lower, and then after a certain amount of time, you come out of the dip because you've differentiated yourself. Okay, so there's a dip, and it's very scary to go into that dip, but you can come out the other side totally differentiated, and so I did. It fueled my whole company. I opened 4 locations. I franchised, I did a whole bunch of stuff, and it worked. So all because of this book. So I hope I've encouraged you to read it. If you are in a place where you feel like you got a lot of competitors and you're not sure what to do, this is the book for you.